Yesterday, we have chance to understand. We have chance to understand what you mean by equigiant in the database, what you mean by non-equigiant in the database, and what is equigiant called as in OBAWE, and what is non-equigiant called as in OBAWE. We understand equigiant in the database is called as foreign key giant in the OBAWE. Non-equigiant in the database is called as complex join in OBAWE. Complex join in OBAWE. And whatever foreign key join is available, always this is the first priority, sir. First we look for, is it foreign key join is possible or not? If it is possible, we'll try to create the foreign key join. If it is not possible, that means with equal to symbol, we are not able to manage the things. At that moment, we'll go for what's our complex join. So first priority goes to foreign key join, second priority goes to complex join. In our regular SQL queries also, if you observe carefully, most of the queries we are going to write equigiant queries only. Let us say 100 queries if I am taking, 90% of the queries will be going in the equigiant mode. Remaining 10% may be going in the outer join or something else. Okay, that means always we'll go for equigiant. Whenever it is not possible, then we'll go for the non-equigiant. Next one is available, that is called as outer join. What do you mean by outer join in our SQL? Let us say I am going to SQL developer. In SQL developer, I want to learn here outer join. What I want is, as part of this outer join, I want to know department name and the corresponding employees count I want. So department name wise employee count. I am looking for. Now, if you go and observe the tables, let us say I have the table is known as DEPT table. In the DEPT table, how many departments are available, sir? 10th department, 20, 30, 40. 4 departments are available. I want to know 10th department how many employees are available, 20th department how many employees are available, 30th department how many employees are available. Like that I want only counts I am looking for. What all you need to do is go to the employee and observe here in the employee table. I have the employees either in 10, 20 or 30 available. Not available a single employee also from the 40th department. My requirement is here, even though employees are not available in one particular department, I want the department name also. Then how we can do it? Right. Let us say I am writing here one query. That query is select. I am writing here D name column I want, comma, count of what, sir? Count of employees I want. That is the reason I am taking employee number. Okay, from the table which is known as one is what, sir? EMP table, comma. The next table is called as DPT table. Next, enter, where EMP dot DPT number is equal to DPT dot DPT number. EMP dot DPT number is equal to DPT dot DPT number. Then anything else I need to write, sir? Group by is required or not required, sir? Group by is required. Why? Because we have here count. Count is an aggregate function or not? Count is an aggregate function. Whenever you take an aggregate function in our SQL query, at that moment compulsory we require one clause. That clause is known as group by clause. Whatever columns not included in the aggregate function, those all things will be coming in the group by. That means D name is not included in the aggregate function. That is the reason I need to write here D name. Now, once you return the D name, let us see if I execute this one, we are going to get the result. The result is 10th department, 20th department, 30th department corresponding only we got here. You people are already aware of it. 10th department corresponding is what, sir? Accounting, research, sales, operations. Operations corresponding, do I have here count? No, operations corresponding, I don't have here any count. Why it is not available means operations is corresponding to 40. In the 40 department, I don't have any employees. But my requirement is I want to get 40 corresponding data also. Then what to do? Then what to do is we need to go and we need to implement outer join. Now you are looking for entire data from department table. Entire data from department table. Whenever you want entire data from department table, that opposite side we need to put what's a plus symbol. This is called as now left outer join or right outer join, sir. This is called as now left outer join or right outer join, sir. Whatever I written the query, this query is left outer join or right outer join. From which side table you take an entire data. Irrespective of the condition, from which side table you take an entire data. From EMP table you take an entire data, or from department table you take an entire data. From department table you take an entire data. Hence it is called as what's a right outer join. Don't go with the plus symbol. Don't go with the plus symbol. Please go with the table from which table you take an entire data. If you want to go with the plus symbol means go in opposite direction. That means plus is available left side, then say as a right outer join. Plus is available right side, then say as left outer join. Okay. Now you people understand how to create the right outer join or left outer join or full outer join, whatever it is. Now how to achieve these things in my OBW. How to achieve these things in my OBW. For that I am going to the all programs, Oracle Business Intelligence, BA Administration. Then I want to open our RPD in offline mode, open, offline. I want to take here B201 EBA.RPD, open, provide the password here, RR capital, ITEC small, 123. Now you can observe these are the words here, inside the words here, these are the tables are available, select it and go to the physical diagram. Now, whenever I go for a new join, let us say new join, between what and what, sir? EMP to DEPT, I am providing here equal to is a symbol, equal to is a symbol, and I am observing here one parameter, that parameter is known as type of join. Unfortunately, this type of join is disabled or enabled, sir? It is disabled, it is disabled. That means you cannot create outer join in a layer, that layer is physical layer. You cannot create outer join in a layer, that layer is what, sir? Physical layer. Creating outer join in physical layer not possible. Creating outer join in physical layer is what, sir? Not possible. This is what one point you need to note down. Okay, that point is very clear. As of now I am clicking on OK. This one also I am trying to connect it, and you know the condition, right? What is the condition, sir? Sal is what, sir? Greater than or equal to low sal, next, and sal is less than or equal to what, sir? I sal. Click on OK. What is that? Oh, sorry. Click on OK. Then we created the join. This join is called as now what's a foreign key join, whereas this join is called as now what type of join? Complex join. First priority goes to always foreign key join. Whenever foreign key join is not possible, at that moment we'll go for complex join. At that moment we'll go for complex join. That point is very clear. I am closing this one. Now, next point you need to understand that point is, let us say I am taking here the Scott whatever available, simply I am trying to drag and drop like this. Only Scott I want to drag and drop simply like this. Whenever I drag and drop the schema object from the physical layer to BMM layer, we are going to get one object that is known as, what's that? Business model. This is known as business model. I'll talk more about this business model later point of time. And right click on this business model, then go for business model diagram, whole diagram. Then we can observe here I automatically got one join. However, whatever join is available in the business model diagram, that join is called as what type of join, sir? Logical join. In the logical join, you can notice one point, the type of join is enabled or disabled? Enabled. Now if I want to keep here, let us say left outer join or right outer join or full outer join I want to keep. Can I keep or not, sir? You can keep it. That means creating outer join is not possible in physical layer, but it is possible in what, sir? In BMM layer. It is possible in BMM layer. That's what you need to understand. Down the line, you come to understand how to create this one in the more clearly in BMM layer. As of now, one point is outer join, that means left outer, right outer or full outer is possible to create using logical join in the BMM layer. Using logical join in BMM layer. Using logical join in BMM layer. Next point, self join. Self join. Self join means what? Let us say I am going to the SCOT, I am selecting the SCOT, click on the physical diagram. Click on the physical diagram. This is what the EMP is available. In this EMP table, I have employee number is available, employee name is available, manager number is available. Yes or no, sir? What all I am looking is, if I go and observe the employee data, I have a name that is called as Smith. Smith manager is who, sir? Smith manager is 7902. 7902 name is what, sir? 7902 name is Ford. So Smith manager is what, sir? Ford. Smith manager name is Ford. I want one result. What result I want is, I want employee name is a one column and corresponding manager name in the second column. Corresponding manager name in the second column. How I can get that one? Right. How you can get that is, you need to write a join. That join is known as self join. You need to write a join. That join is known as self join. Self join. In the self join, what we are trying to get is employee name. Next what, sir? Comma manager name. Manager name we are trying to get here. Manager name we are trying to get here. Now to get this one, we are writing a query. Select what you want, sir? E. E is a alias name. E is a alias name. Down the line, I am going to create the alias. E dot E name. This one I am giving the alias name as employee name. Employee name. Then comma M dot E name. This one I am giving alias name as manager name. Next, from the table is known as EMP, alias name as E. The table is known as EMP, the alias name as M. And where, the where condition is very important for me. The where condition is very important for me. How we can write the where condition? E dot, tell me, sir. Which one you want to compare? E dot MGR is equal to M dot, yes, that is correct. M dot, what's sir? EMP number. M dot EMP number. If you go and execute this one, whatever our test case is available, the test case should pass here. What is the test case, sir? Smith manager is Ford. Smith manager is who, sir? Ford. We got answer or not, sir? So whatever manually we validated the data, that data only it is giving means it is working perfectly. It is working perfectly. So this is what called as self join. That is okay. How to create this kind of join in my OBW? How to create this kind of join in my OBW? If I go directly here, let us say I am selecting EMP table, this EMP table, click on new join. My starting table is what, sir? EMP, and my ending table also what, sir? EMP only. If my starting table and ending table both are EMP, then it is showing what, sir? You cannot create self join. That means self join directly it is not supporting. Self join directly it is not supporting. To work, yeah, that is called as circular join also. Circular means what, sir? Wherever it is started, there only it is ending. Wherever it is started, there only it is ending. Then it is called as what, sir? Circular join. That may be one table to one table only, or 1 to 2 it is going, 2 to 3 it is going, 3 to 4 it is going, 4 to again 1 it is coming. That also called as what, sir? Circular join. So in a single table, its starting point and ending point both are same. Whenever starting point, ending point both are same, it is also known as circular join. But in this case, especially we have one more name that is called as self-join. Self-join. So if people understand, because of this self-join, because of this self-join is not allowing here, we need to look for some alternatives. We need to look for some alternatives. What are the alternatives available? Right. The alternatives are, if people are very well aware of it, we can create one concept. The concept is what, sir? Alias. If I click on this alias, then internally it is pointing to EMP table only. But however, I can keep here one more object, EMP, inside the brackets. What is the purpose of this one, sir? To get the manager information, we are creating this one. Now click on OK. Now I got here one more table I got. Now we can go for the SCOT physical diagram. Then we can create the join EMP and manager between. Okay, from the EMP table, we can select here manager name, and from the EMP manager table, we can select the employee number. Click on OK. Our job is done. Okay, now this is how we can create the self join. To create the self join, we require one help. That help is called as alias. We need to create in the physical layer. Alias we need to create in the physical layer. Next one is available, that is called as cross join. Cross join. What do you mean by cross join? What do you mean by cross join? Suppose, let us say all combinations of data. If you are looking for all combinations of data, you are looking for example, select dname, comma, ename, comma, salary from EMP, comma, DPT. Now, in case of cross join, we need not require any join condition, sir. Just written the from clause, that is going to take care. If any join condition is not available between these two tables, then automatically you are going to get one thing that is called as all combination of data. If you see here, everyone is aware of it. Everyone aware of it. In the department table, we have operations department, but in this operations department, I don't have any employees in that one. Yes or no, sir? But still see a result. In operations also, all the members are mapped. Actually, what is happening is each and every employee mapped with all the departments. That means XYZ is mapped with operations. XYZ also mapped with what, sir? Sales. XYZ also mapped with what, sir? Research. XYZ also mapped with what, sir? Accounting. So any employee you take in, that employee record is mapped with what, sir? All the departments. This is also known as Cartesian product result. This is also known as Cartesian product result. Cartesian product result is nothing but, suppose in the employee table I have the M records are available. In department table I have N records are available. Result is always M into what, sir? N. Result is always M into N. That is what called as Cartesian products. In my department table I have actually 4 records are available. In employee table I have how many records are there? Count of rows. 23 rows are available. 23 fours are how much, sir? 23 fours are how much, sir? 23 fours are 92. Okay, that's what the correct answer. 23 fours are 92. 92 we got means M into N we got or not, sir? M into N we got it. And tell me, whatever data we got, is it really correct data or wrong data, sir? It is wrong data only. If you see here, XYZ is mapped with the accounting, which is wrong. Okay, and XYZ is saying as mapped to the research, which is wrong. Out of 4 combinations, you may be 1 combination is correct. Remaining 3 combinations are what, sir? Wrong data is available. That is the reason no one want to show in the BI side, business intelligence side, wrong data. That is the reason any reporting tool not supporting cross join. It may be OBAW, or it may be Cognos, or it may be SAP BO, or it may be anything else you're taking. Anything is not going to support this one. Okay, that is what the cross join. Cross join not supported by any business intelligence tool. Next one, OBAW 11G joins. In OBAW 11G, we have 3 types of joins. Number 1 is called as foreign key join. Number 2 is called as complex join. Number 3 is called as logical join. These are the 3 types of joins are available. Out of these three things, two things we are doing in the layer. That layer is what, sir? These two things are we are doing in the physical layer. This one we are doing in the layer that is called as BMM layer. Down the line we come to understand more about this one. Now, foreign key join equivalent to what, sir? Equijoin accepts only what, sir? Equal to operator. Most used join in the physical layer. Most used join in the physical layer. Now, whenever this physical join is not possible, that means foreign key join is not possible, we'll go for what, sir? Complex join. Equivalent to non-equi join accepts all operators and less used join in physical layer. Next, logical join. BMM layer join is also called as logical join. In OBA 10G, it is also called as what, sir? Complex join. In case of OBA 10G, we used to call it as complex. Now, in 11G, there is no term called as complex join in the BMM layer. There is no term called as complex join in the BMM layer. Complex join term is available only what, sir? In physical layer only it is available. In case of OBW 10G, in BMM layer logical join also known as what, sir? Complex join. Why? Because whatever button I am clicking here, right? This button I am clicking, right? Here I am generically they given the name as new join. In case of 10G, I used to have two buttons over there. One is foreign key join button, second is complex join button I used to have. That's what the terminologies came like that in case of 10G. Anyhow, we come to understand more about whenever I am discussing the 10G. Okay, that point is very clear. Let us move on to the next one that is called as process to create the joins. Process to create the joins. So, with this we have chance to complete what are the different types of joins available in the database side. What are the different types of joins available in the database side? That equivalent terminology, what is that in the OBW? The equivalent terminology in OBW is what? Okay, and how to create that one we understood. Now, actually this working with the EMP table, DEP table, salary table is not our goal. Working with what, sir? Our project table is our goal. Our project table is our goal. But however, to understand easily, to understand concept easily, I went for EMP, DEPT, salary table I taken. Time being, I am deleting this one. I don't want this. I deleted. Now I want to work with my own tables called as calendar, customer, orders and products. These are the tables what I want to work on it. Now I am selecting supplier to click on physical diagram. None of the things are joined here. None of the things are joined here. Now I need to create the joins. To create the joins, first I am understanding which is the biggest table here. I am right click on this one. Go forward, sir. Update row count. Instead of updating row count one by one, we also have an option. That option is you can go to the tools menu. There I have update all row counts. If I click on this one, what it is going to happen is each and every table number of rows will be updated. Each and every table number of rows will be updated. If you see first table, how many rows are there, sir? 474. Second table 136 and fact table D1 order 2 contains what, sir? 351k records are available. 351k records are available and products table 192. Out of these all tables, which is the biggest table, sir? D1 order 2 is the biggest table. D1 underscore order 2 is the biggest table. Now I am selecting supplier to click on physical diagram. Then we are getting the physical diagram window. Physical diagram window. Now, in this physical diagram window, we need to start here. That is okay. I understand it is the biggest table. That is the reason I need to start here. And I need to end with that table. The table is called as products, or customers, or calendars. These three tables I need to join. Now, whenever we are going for the join condition, I have one more question. In case of products table and orders table, what is the common column? In case of employee table, DEP table, from beginning we are working with the EMP DEP table. That is the reason department number is equal to department number. We know it. But in case of two different tables or project tables I given and I need to join means first I need to understand what is the common column between these two tables. You need not worry about those common columns, sir. Why? Because did you created these tables? You created this table, sir? No, we didn't create these two tables. We didn't create these two tables. These tables are already created by a team. The team is called as dimensional modeling team. The team is called as dimensional modeling team. At the time of the creating this one, they may be deciding like in this one which column, we need to join, in this one which column we need to join. And they will provide one diagram. That diagram is known as dimensional modeling diagram. I will show you some of the dimensional modeling diagrams. Suppose I am going for here one thing that is called as see here carefully. I have here one thing that is called as, it is a fact table, and I have here one thing that is called as, let us say, one dimension table. Between these two things, what is the common column, sir? DDD, outlet number, is a common column. This kind of diagram they are going to provide to you. If this kind of diagram is available with you, you know how to create the join or not, sir? You know how to create the join. That means the table structure you didn't create it. That is the reason someone is created dimensional modeling team. The team will be deciding what column and what column is the common column here. Primary key and foreign key relationship is decided by dimensional modeling team. According to their document, we are going to create the joins. Even we are going to use out of box tomorrow. Work tomorrow. That means if you go for OBA lab copy, there I have the BA apps DMR. DMR stands for data modeling relationship, data modeling reference, otherwise data model reference. This document is very huge document. 3316 pages are available. It is a OBA Oracle Business Intelligence apps document. That means Sibyl corresponding things and Oracle ERP corresponding things, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft. These all things will be involved here. Now, if you go on more like this, yes. See this one. This is what, sir? This is what the data modeling reference what they provided. This table and this table, how these guys are related, the corresponding things will be available in this document. So these are called as different star schemas, whatever available, different star schemas, whatever available in the BA apps. We are going to learn about these things also down the line. Okay. As of now, you people understand, to create the joins here, basic fundamental is what, sir? You need to get dimensional modeling reference document. Okay, the dimensional modeling reference document is not available, let us say. Then we need to go for first priority is any common column names are available. Most of the times people will be keeping the column names are what, sir? Same column names. We need to go with that one. But we cannot give 100% people are going to give same column names. At that moment, we need to go for the data. Which column data in this table and which column data in this table is matching. Based on that one, we need to create a join. These are the 3 steps whatever available to identify which column and which column we need to join. First step is what, sir? Based on the DMR, dimensional model reference document. Second is what, sir? Based on the common column names. Third step is what, sir? Based on the data of the columns. These are the 3 steps what we are going to follow. But most of the times we have the dimensional modeling reference document surely, that one we are going to get it. Now, the common column is here, the common column is available here, that is called as product key, and the common column is here, prod key is available, both the things I selected, click on OK. Similarly, go for orders to customers. What is the common column, sir? Here I have the column is called as new key column and customer key column. New key column and customer key column. Now, if you go for next one, what is the common column is here, YYYY MMDD column. Then I have here one column that is known as period key column. Then I am trying to click on OK. Here we have one button, that button is known as auto layout button is available. If you click on this auto layout button, then we are getting layout. What is the schema called as, sir? Star schema. We created successfully one star schema we created. Am I clear? Right. Let us say I am trying to close this one. You people understand what you mean by creating the joins. In physical layer, selecting the supply to schema, object, click on physical diagram, objects and all joins, click on new join. Then we are trying to build this kind of things. Note 1. Already we completed note 1 is OBS supports multiple databases. Answer is what, sir? Yes, it is supporting. We also know that one. Next, note 2 is available. Note 2. Can we access all the tables of a database using one connection pool? Using only one connection pool, can we access all the tables of a database? Answer is what, sir? Yes. But here, however, some conditions are applied. What is the condition says? Yes, but we need to take care below points. First point is to access all the schemas of database, we should have all schemas permissions to connection pool user. What is the meaning is, end of the day, whenever I right click here, click on view data, I am getting data, that is okay. But this data I am getting via what, sir? Using connection pool only, right? Inside the connection pool, what is the database name? ORCL. What is the username? Supplier 2. What is the password? Supplier 2. That means it's going to the database, it's communicating with the database using what is the user ID, sir? User ID is supplier 2. User ID is supplier 2. We are contacting database using supplier 2. Suppose supplier 2 has no permissions with the other schema. Let us say SCOT is available. Supplier 2 has no permissions to access the SCOT table. Then what will happen, sir? Can you communicate with the SCOT then? No. That is the reason we are saying whatever user we are using here, that user should have what, sir? Permissions for all the schemas in the database. If you don't have, then we cannot access it. That is what the first point. Second point. In connectionable properties, we need to enable required fully qualified names. What is the meaning of this one? I am executing one query, sir, here. Just see here. I am executing one query. Select star from DEPT. Will I able to execute or not execute, sir? Select star from DEPT. I am able to execute or not? I am able to execute it. Same query I am taking, copy, and I am going to the one more schema. The schema is known as what, sir? Supplier 2. Double click on the supplier 2. Then I am trying to paste here. Then executing this one. Now we are getting error or we are getting the data, sir? We are getting the error. Now what to do? Why you are getting this error? Department table is not available where? Not available in the supplier 2. Now in order to get this one, what I need to do? We need to create. We need to write the schema name. We need to write it. So I written the schema name. Then we are able to see what, sir? These things are able to see it. Even though sometimes schema name you return, you won't get the data because of what, sir? Permissions. Because of permissions. At the moment we are going to get different error, insufficient privileges like that. Now, however, if people understand how to see the data in the database level. Now, let us go and try to understand the problem in the reporting side. I am importing a table. The table is called as DEPT table. I am going to the SCOT schema. Then I want only one table. Let us say DEPT table I am selecting. Now right click on this DEPT, click on view data. Will I get the data or will I get the error, sir? Click on view data. We are getting what, sir? Error. Why we are getting error, sir? It is executing the query. Select count star from DEPT. Table or view does not exist. This query is executing where? This query is executing through this connection pool. This connection pool is pointing to the schema. Supply to schema. That means this query is executing inside the supply to schema. Inside supply to schema, I don't have DEPT. Now somehow I need to prefix this one with the SCOT. Previously in SQL developer you have written the query, that is the reason you modified it. But you are not writing this query, yes or no, sir? System is writing query for you. How to make system to write query with the prefix with the schema name. Right. That's where we need to go and we need to disturb the connection pool properties. If I double click on connection pool, then observe here which connection pool property is going to help you out. Which one, sir? Here I have one thing that is called as require fully qualified table names. Require fully qualified table names. Now, if I select this one, click on OK, right click on this DPT, click on view data, we are able to see the data or not, sir? How the query is preparing in the back end is, to understand the query, how it is preparing in the back end, I disturbed the name, right click, view data, DPT123 is not available, that is okay, but we are able to see the query or not, sir? Query, what is happening, sir, here? Scott dot, that means schema name is prefixed here. Schema name is prefixed here. If we want to prefix the schema name, then we need to enable, if we want to prefix the schema name, we need to enable one point. That point is what, sir? Require fully qualified table names. And also one more thing is, let us say I am a sales manager, I am running one report. You are a finance manager, you are running other report. Some other manager is running other report. All three members are running simultaneously. Then all three members are using same connection pool or not, sir? Same connection pool. I will take the supply to user only. You also take the supply to user only. You also will take the supply to user only. At the moment, 3 sessions are opening with the database. 3 sessions are opening in the database. How many sessions we can open maximum? That's what the question. How many sessions you can open maximum, sir? Maximum connections are what, sir? 10. That means 10 people, 10 different reports they can run and 10 connections can open with the database. This is my OBAWE, this is my database. Between OBAWE and database, how many connections I can create, sir? 10 parallel connections I can create. Suppose at that moment 11th user is running the report, then what will happen, sir? It will be in the queue. It will be in the queue. Once out of these 10 connections, anyone is free, it will be executing via that connection. That's what this maximum connections. And as you know, all the things are not in our hand, sir. All the things are not in our hand. This maximum number of connections, whatever number you like, you cannot keep that one. You need to discuss end of the day with the end of the day, we are making connections with what, sir? Database. So you need to discuss with your database administrator, boss, how many connections parallelly you can support to reporting. That is based on what's the database capability, yes or no? Suppose you are given here 100 connections I given, but your database is not able to support 100 connections. What will happen, sir? Again, it is going to throw as database is not accepting any new connections like that error. So before giving this maximum connections, you need to sit with the database administrator and you need to ask that guy, boss, how many connections I can keep here? Tell me what is the capability of your database. According to the capability of the database, we are going to fix this number. And shared logon. What is the meaning of shared logon, sir? Same user is using by, same username is using by BI1 user, same guy is, same thing is using by what, sir? BI2 user, BI3 user. That means my OBAWE first user is using supply to only, my OBAWE second user also using supply to only, my OBAWE third user also using supply to only. That's what the shared logon. That's what I am saying here. You also need to enable one point. That point is what, sir? Shared logon. So can we access all the tables of a database using one connection pool? Means what, sir? Yes, but we need to take care of these all points. Anyhow, we open the connection pool window, right? We'll try to walk through the remaining properties also. Here I have one property that is called as timeout. Timeout is what, sir? 5 minutes. What is the meaning? I ran one report. Whenever I clicked on the run, SQL query is created as per the physical joins whatever available. This SQL query need to execute in the database means it is going to the connection pool. Connection pool is giving information like what is the username, what is the password, what is the database name. It taken these 3 informations, it's trying to provide to the database. It's provide to the database. Once it is provided to the database, okay, what is happening, sir? Once it is provided to the database, what is happening is the connection start time is defined. Yes or no, sir? The connection is started, let us say 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. IST, 10 a.m. IST. And our report query is executed and result is given by 10:1. but still my connection between OBAWE and database will be opened another 4 minutes also. 10 o'clock it is open the connection, right? Up to 10:05 it will be opens mode only. Any other request is running, that will be automatically already connection is open. Yes or no, sir? It won't waste for establishing the connection. Directly it uses the existing connection to execute the things. So that is what the meaning of timeout. That is what the meaning of timeout. Whatever connection one time it is created, between OBAWE and database, that much of time it is going to be open. After 5 minutes, automatically it expires that one. Now, use multi-thread connections. That means multiple connections we are going to make here. Next, parameter supported. Even if you want to pass here variables, you can pass here. That is what the parameter support. That we come to understand down the line. And here one more thing is available: isolation level. Normally, no one is using this one, sir. Everyone is keeping the default only. But people still they are used to ask what do you mean by isolation level. At that moment, we should have some answer. We will set timeout DBA. Timeout DBA. We are the people. We can set it whatever you want it. How much of time you need to be active the connection. That you can set. By default, it is 5 minutes. That's what we'll keep it, sir. We won't disturb that one. Okay. By default, is 5 minutes. If you go for anything. Suppose, let me go for, I will show you a RPD which is developed by Oracle guy, which is came as part of the out-of-box work that is called as BI apps. That RPD is Enterprise Business Analytics. Open. The password, whatever Oracle guy developed, you will keep as admin123. Admin123. I provide the admin123. Then it is opening Enterprise Business Analytics RPD. It is opening. Suppose I have here Oracle data warehouse. Then I have here some connection pool is available. If you go for this connection pool, then what is there, sir, here? Isolation level and parameter support, use multi-thread connection timeout. What is there, sir? 5 minutes. By default, this will be available as what, sir? 5 minutes only it is available. By default, it is available as 5 minutes. Okay, if you go for any connection pool, if you take it. If any connection will you take it, what, sir? 5 minutes will be available. Okay. Now, what I would like to say is timeout connection always will try to keep as a 5 minutes. But this one is what, sir? Maximum number of connections here and there we are going to change based on the connection pool requirement. If you go for previous one, this one, how many connections are available, sir? 10. But this one, how many connections I kept, sir, here? 5. This one may be changing. But this one we are going to keep, same thing we are going to keep here. Now, in case of usage tracking connection pool, I kept here what, sir? Dirty read. What is the meaning of dirty read? You need to understand. Okay, most of the times, if you go and see here, this what, sir? Default. And if you go and see something else also, this one is OLTP. OLTP it is. OLAP will take it. OLAP corresponding things. What is it, sir? Default. And if you go for let us say OLAP, other OLAP corresponding things, forecasting, this also is there. Okay, it is a forecasting corresponding thing. And here they are using a default OCA. Okay, fine. Now, what I want to tell is here, I have here one property. That property is known as isolation level. Inside the isolation level, I have what, sir? Different properties are available. When to go for what, we need to understand. Most of the times, we will go for what, sir? Default. We'll go for default. But there are some scenarios at the moment we may be required to go for what, sir? Dirty read. What is the property of dirty read? What it is going to behave, we need to understand. Okay, to understand the dirty read behavior, go to the help here. In the help, click on this. Right. See this one, I have here isolation level property. And what is that? We'll try to read it. Isolation level property. This property is applicable for only what, sir? For ODBC and DB2 gateways only. The value set the transaction isolation level and each connection to the backend database. The isolation level setting controls the default transaction locking behavior for all statements issued by a connection. Only one option can be set at a time. So even though I have here 4 options are available, you can set only what, sir? One option you can set it. It remains set for that connection until it explicitly changed. Anyone is coming and changing, at that moment only it is going to modify. Now what do you mean by dirty read? Implements dirty read, that means isolation is equal to what, sir? 0 locking. This is the least restrictive isolation level. When this option is set, it is possible to read uncommitted or dirty read data, change values in the data and have rows appear or disappear in the data set before the end of the, sir, transaction. What is the meaning? Suppose I am trying to enter one new customer is came. I entered half of the data only. That guy name I entered, that guy's salary, money, how much he paid I entered, that's it. Still I need to enter address and phone number, these all things. Still it is going to show you these 2 columns data, it is going to show in the report. That's what before committing the data, it is going to read the data. If you want to read like that, at that moment it will go for what, sir? Dirty read. Next, dirty read is the data that needs to be cleaned before being queried to obtain correct result. For example, duplicate records, records with inconsistency naming conventions, or records with incompatible data types, or we are not going to take here. Okay. Next, what do you mean by committed read? That means what, sir? Specifies that shared logs are held while the data is read to avoid dirty reads. However, the data can be changed before the end of the transaction, resulting in non-repeatable reads to phantom data. What is the meaning of this one is, let us say, I have one record, whenever we are inserting using update statement or using insert statement, okay, these all things are called as DML commands. Yes or no, sir? DML commands. Whenever you are doing the DML commands, you must go and execute what, sir? Commit. Before committing only, you want to get the data into report means you need to go for what, sir? Dirty read. After commit, you want to get the data means you need to go for what, sir? Committed read. That's what a single point. Whenever you are executing some DML commands in the database, before commit only, you want to get the data in the report means you need to go for dirty read. After commit only, you want to get the data means you need to go for what, sir? Committed read. Like that, some other properties also available. We are not going to use these properties anyhow. Most of the times, we are not going to touch this property that is called as isolation level. By whatever default is the default, we are going to keep it. Default is nothing but committed read, sir. Default is what? Committed read. After committing only, we are going to read the data. That's what the default property. Okay, we understand what other things are available here. Okay, we have here connection scripts. If you want to write here some kind of scripts, you can write it. Write back. What is the write back and what is connection script? I am going to explain down the line. As of now, we discussed only general tab. Okay, even you can go on, you can provide the permissions down the line to whom I need to provide the access to this one. Okay, for which group I need to provide the access. Let us say I have 2 sets of people are available. One is US people, one is India people. US people need to execute using this connection pool. India people need to execute using one more connection pool. I can create here one more connection pool if I want. Let us say I am giving here India connection pool. Here India connection pool corresponding database name is, let us say, ORCL India database name, and username is, let us say, okay, India is the username, and password is, let us say, something is the password. Like this available. Now what is my requirement is, whenever India people are logged in and they are running a report, it should use what, sir? This connection pool it should use, it has to go to the other database. At that moment what do you need to do, sir? For this one, I want to go to the permissions and I need to deny all other users except what, sir? India group. For this one, let us say this is US people means what, sir? Go to this one and grant for the only what, sir? Grant for the US people, remaining all people what, sir? Deny it. This is one of the important interview question also. The question will be coming in this way. I have two sets of people, one is India people, one is US people. Whenever India people are running the report, it has to use the India connection pool. Whenever US people are running the report, it has to use what, sir? US connection pool. How we can make it? Based on what, sir? Permissions we can make it. Based on permissions we can make it. Okay? Connection pool level, you can provide the permissions. Now, some question. Is it possible to pass username and password at runtime based on the instance? Yes, that also possible, sir. That also possible. If you go and see, that's what he is trying to do here. If you go for here, we are not giving here hard-coded value. We are saying as what, sir? Value of OLAP DSN. OLAP DSN value is coming from where, sir? If you go for the variables, here OLAP DSN value is available. Down the line, we come to understand how to create this one. In the runtime also, you can pass what, sir? Database name and username, you can pass it. But password is the one thing you cannot automate properly. In the password, you cannot call the variable. See here, are you able to call the variable? No. Okay. That's what the answer. We'll discuss anyhow down the line more clearly. As of now, you people understand what is the meaning of second point. Yes or no, sir? Next, note 3. To create automatic joins, we need to have. Yesterday itself, we understand in database level, foreign key relationship must be available. Second is what, sir? While you are importing, you should enable foreign key option. If these two things we are doing, then automatically we are going to get the join between EMP table and DP table, right? Yesterday we observed that one. Next, update physical layer. What is the meaning of this one? You have a look on these 3 points. Have a look on those 3 points. Yes. Now, if you go and observe here carefully, it is useful to synchronize RPD metadata with what, sir? DB metadata. It is useful to synchronize RPD metadata with DB metadata. That means, suppose today I imported one table. Here. Now what happened is, after I imported this table, in the database level, they added one column in this table. Then how to get that column here? Okay, that's what we need to understand. How to get this column is, you can go for manually and we can add that column. That is the one way. Other way is, like these changes 100 changes are happened. 100 columns you want to add means that is not possible. Then what to do? Okay, that is the one question. Second question. Suppose here we imported this table. After importing this table, they deleted one column called as dpit number. If you want to delete this one, you can select it and you can delete it. Right click and you can delete it. No problem. Only one column means you can delete it, but 100 columns are deleted here and there. How to delete that one automatically? That is the second question. Third one. Today, whenever we are importing department name, what is the data type, sir? 14, but they changed this to the something 13. I want to update that also. This also a number of changes are happened. How to automate this one? These are the questions whatever available in front of me. Okay. Out of these 3 questions, second point and third point can be possible automation, but first point is manually only need to create. That means what, sir? Any new columns are added, those new columns you cannot automatically bring here. We need to add manually. But anything is deleted. After I imported, anything is deleted, or any column data type or size is modified, we can update that one automatically. I mean to say, we'll do one exercise. Yes. I'm going to give control to someone. I'm giving control to Shivayogi. I'm giving control to you. I gave it. Go to the database and create here one table in the supply to schema. Create one table, sir. Create table. Table name as, let us say, test table name as test, bracket open, col1, column 1, space, varchar 2, 30 is the size, then comma, column 2, again varchar 2, size as 40, close this bracket and execute this one, execute it. Now we need to select that line, you need to execute it. I mean to say like this, you need to select it, then execute it. It is executed. Import that table into our RPD. Right click on the connection pole. B201_CP. Import metadata. Then select next. Then go to the supplier to schema. Then we have a table. The table is known as test somewhere. Select the test and try to move that to the right side. Right. Click on finish. Now if you expand the supplier to there, we have the test. Expand the test, then we can see column 1 and column 2. Okay. Now what happened is you developed this one, that is okay. Down the line, what happened is your database administrator modified some things in the database. Now Shiva is database administrator is trying to modify something in the database side. Go to the database side, sir. Go to the database side and try to delete the column 2. Column 2. We can delete these things very easily. Using user-friendliness. Here I have the test is available. Where is that? This is the test. There I have options called as column 2 is available, right? Columns. In the columns, I am going to the action menu. There column. There I have what, sir? Drop it. Which column you want to drop? Column 2 you want to drop. Apply. Click on OK. Click on refresh. Then what happens, sir? Column 2 is dropped. I am going to the action menu, column, click on add. I am adding here one column. That column is called as column 3, and the size is called, let us say, 30. Click on apply. Click on OK. Now what happens, sir? Column 3 is added. Now what I am doing is column 1, I want to edit this one. Go for the edit. And column 1, data type is what? Data size is what, sir? 30. I want to modify that as what, sir? 20. Click on OK and click on refresh. Now it is modified. So now you did here 3 modifications you did. One is what, sir? Number 1, what, sir? One column deleted. That column is called as column 2. Number 2, one column added. That column name is what, sir? Column 3. Number 3, one column size modified. One column size modified. These are the changes what you did it. Like the changes, 100 changes are available. Even though 100 changes are available, we are least bother, no problem. Only this kind of changes we cannot automate. But this kind of changes, what, sir? You can automate. How you can automate it? That's what I given here one notes. Go to where, sir? Tools menu, utilities, then update physical layer. Let us go and try to do the same job. Yes, sir. Go to the tools menu. Shiva, please go to the tools menu. Hello. Shiva, you there? Okay. Go to the tools menu here. There I have what, sir? Utilities. If you go for the utilities, one of the utilities available that is known as update physical layer, click on execute. Now which database you want to observe the database you can select here, and this database I selected, and using which connection pool, sir? B201 CP connection pool I want to contact the database. I selected that connection pool also. Click on the next. Now no problem. Now it is trying to do processing backend. What is the processing it is doing, sir? Under ORCL in the physical layer, whatever tables are available, those all tables it is going to see in the backend database. So and so column, this is what the data type is available, this is what the column is, size is available. Same thing is available with you or not? If no, then give me what is the latest updates. Those all updates is going to do here. But while it is doing the process, it is going to look for only what, sir? In the physical layer, whatever objects are available, these objects will be compared against to the database. In physical layer, whatever objects are available, these objects will be compared against to the database. Now it is compared like that. We got some kind of mismatches with the column 1 and column 2. Column 2, what is the mismatch, sir? Object does not exist in the database. Column 1, what is the problem, sir? Object data length does not match the data length in the database. That means whatever objects are available, those objects one by one it is comparing or not, sir? One by one it is comparing. Now once you done, select all, then click on next. Then what is happening, sir? Data length of physical column 30 does not match data length in the database available, what, sir? 20, and will be updated. It is used in the following objects. Now next, physical column test column 2 does not exist in the database and will be deleted. If you click on finish, this is what the actions are happening. And column 1 corresponding data type is changed or not, sir? But column 3, whatever you created, is it came here? Column 3 is not came. That means one day you imported one table, thereafter some new columns are came into the table. Those things you cannot automatically come here. We need to create those things if you want. Let us say I want to create here column 3. Then go forward, sir. New object, physical column, what is the name? Column 3, what is the data type? Varchar, and what is the size? 30. Those things you can create like this. Now you right click on test, view data, then select here connection pool, select it. It's saying as well, sir, no data. That is correct because we have no data. But while you're giving these names, we need to give properly, we need to give the name, sir. Suppose by mistake you given some wrong name, if you click on view data, then it is going to it is picking from some cache. Previously it was picking from some cache. I clicked on that column level. The column level is saying as what, sir? Invalid identifier. Invalid identifier. So while you are providing the name here, the name you need to provide what, sir? Properly you need to provide the name. If you given some wrong name here which is not synchronizing with our database, it's going to throw the error. Am I clear? Right. Now, you people understand very clearly one point. That point is called as how to do automatic updates from physical layer to physical layer objects in the database. Whatever you import into the physical layer, these all objects, whatever modifications are happened in the database side, those all things automatically can capture into the physical layer. On that way, it is helping tools menu, utilities, update physical layer is helping. I clearly bold letters I written one thing, objects does not exist in the database and will be what, sir? Deleted. You should be very careful about it. Next, note 5. Remove unused objects from the physical layer. Remove unused objects from the physical layer. It will remove objects which we didn't use in the BMM layer. What is the meaning, sir? Suppose I am trying to drag and drop supplier to like this. Now tell me, SCOT did I use here, sir? SCOT relevant tables did I use here? No. Whatever objects are available in physical layer but not utilized in the BMM layer, those things you want to clean up. Those things you want to clean up. If you want to do that cleaning, what you can do is you can go to the tools menu, utilities. There I have one option that is called as remove unused physical objects. If you select that option, click on execute, it is giving immediately answer. One schema is not used. The schema name is what, sir? Scott is the name, what is not used. Click on yes, then automatically we can observe here the schema is got deleted. So like that we can clean the things which are not used in the BMM layer. That's what the meaning of note 5. Now next is what, sir? Hands-on to BMM layer. With this I completed hands-on 1 physical layer. From 3 classes we are learning that one. Now whenever I say I completed one hands-on, what you need to do is number one, please walk through PPT. So each and every chapter has what, sir? Some PPT is available. If you go and see your lab copy, whatever we shared with you people, in that lab copy we are learning which level, sir? Practitioner level we are learning. Inside the practitioner level, presentations, what chapter we are learning now? Building physical layer we are learning. If you go inside this one, I may be explaining here some kind of theory points. Just walk through these 3 points. And if you don't know any point, please make somewhere note of it and come up with that things. Tomorrow ask me. I'm here to answer. That is the first action step 1. Next action step. I think they better to give this as a second step, not the first. First step is whatever notes I am discussing here, right? Whatever notes I am discussing, do hands-on of classroom notes. And how we need to practice this one is, you need to practice in such a way you should be in a position to produce without seeing, sir. Without seeing capability will be happen for you 1 time, for you 2 times, like that. I mean to say 2 times if I see with seeing, then a 3rd time I can produce that one without seeing. Some other people may be able to produce that one 3 times he is seeing, with seeing he is doing, without seeing 4th time he may be producing that one. So end of the day your goal is, I want to produce this one without seeing. For that, based on your capability, almost how many times with seeing you need to do it, no problem. End of the day you should be in a position to produce that one without seeing. That is the second thing. Next, 3rd thing, once it is completed, then go for our blog. Then in the blog I have something that is called as interview questions are available. OBAW interview questions. If you go for OBAW interview questions, chapter wise interview questions are there. Physical layer, what is connection pole, and I given here answer and screenshot. How to import views and materialized views, answer and this one. Everything is available like that only. Please try to walk through these all questions 1 by 1. This is the 3rd step. This is the 3rd step what you need to do it. 3rd step. Go to which blog, sir? RRITEC nest.blogspot.in and follow the interview questions. Okay, this is what the 3rd step what we need to do it. Okay, these 3 things we need to complete. Whenever I say my hands-on is completed, you need to do these all 3 things. Am I clear? If you have any questions also, immediately in the bottom we can post the questions also. If you go for the bottom like this, you can post the questions whatever we have. Okay, if we post this one, someone or me are going to answer these questions. Am I clear? Right. Let us move on to the next one, that is called as hands-on to BMM layer. This one I will discuss in tomorrow's class. And some questions are going on. What is the question? Sir, question about not enabling foreign keys while importing my data. Please clarify in which scenarios in which we avoid checking foreign keys while importing metadata from database. Okay. Now, what is asking the Monish is foreign key option when you are going to select, when you are not going to select. I am saying as we never select that option, sir. Okay, we will be creating the manually. We are going to create the things in a training room. I am showing foreign keys. Enable means what is happening. Disable means what is happening. But in live, always what, sir? Without enabling only, we are going to import the things. Then we are going to create the manual joins. Whenever you are creating the manual joins, then automatically back end, without your notice, what is happening, sir? Key columns are automatically it is creating. Whenever you are trying to create the joins, automatically what is happening, sir? Back end key columns are creating. Okay. Next. Okay, our batch videos will be available in the blogs or its common videos. Your batch videos will not be available. It is a common videos. That means the first batch whatever I am teaching, in that batch what I will do, sir? I will be creating the videos. The videos you can find in this blog. And if you go to the OBAWE, in the OBAWE there I have the demo 1, demo 2, demo 3. Today whatever we did, physical layer part 1, physical layer part 2, this one available. Okay, like that down the line BMM layer, testing chapter, everything is available here. Okay, you can walk through it. Even the different versions of the things are available. Okay, you can go for the different versions of things, but not much changes from the 11.1.1.6 to 1.1.7. If some video you are not able to find 1.1.7, don't worry. See the 1.1.6. It is a one and same. Am I clear? Right. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet. Bye bye.